Welcome to today's trip report. Today I will be flying with Virgin Australia in their business class product to Sydney. Today's trip report started at King George Square in the centre of Brisbane. Having no idea where I was going at the time, I looked up on Google Maps how to make my way to the domestic terminal at Brisbane Airport. According to the app, it'll take me 34 minutes to reach the airport. Let's go! Before I made my way to the airport, I decided to visit the Brisbane Museum. Entry is free, and there are even tours of the clock tower every 15 minutes from 10:15 AM to 4:45 PM. I took up on an offer by one of the staff and went on the next available tour, which was 30 minutes later. The tower is 92 meters tall and was opened in 1930, making it 92 years old. Hey, that's 1 meter for every year! Having made my way to Central Station, I entered via Ann Street next to the Anzac Memorial. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah. Thank you. I was then directed by the station staff towards Platform 3 for the next train service to the airport.
Platform 3 and 4.
As the train was getting closer to the domestic terminal, the airport came into view and I got some photos of some aircraft, including this Solomon Airlines A320, tall Boeing 737-400, and this beautiful JAL Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. "40 minutes after leaving King George Square, I had arrived at the Brisbane Airport domestic terminal. After leaving the train station, turn right heading down the escalator, continue straight and turn right again down another escalator, and finally turn left, and then you'll arrive at the Virgin Australia side of the terminal. After checking in using the Queensland check-in app on my phone, I made my way to the priority lane and checked my suitcase into my flight 4 hours ahead of schedule. Today I was supposed to be flying in economy class at the back of the plane. However, I had previously placed a bid for an upgrade the day prior and was successful. This is why I was 4 hours ahead of the scheduled departure time. After clearing security, I made my way to the terminal airside and walked around for a bit as I had never explored another airport before. Just a little bit of information for you. Qantas and Qantas Link are on the northern end of the terminal. Jetstar, Rex, Link Airways, Alliance Airlines and all others are in the centre terminal, and Virgin Australia is on the southern end of the terminal. After walking around for approximately 30 minutes, I made my way to the Virgin Australia business class lounge. As I checked in, I made sure to ask if filming inside the lounge was permitted. It was, however, the staff suggested that it would be best if I didn't film anything else other than my food. So I don't have a lot of footage in the lounge. All I have are the food options and what I selected. Please pause the video at any time to observe what today's options were. As expected, Wi-Fi was available in the lounge. However, it was a little bit slow, but still usable. Whilst waiting in the lounge, I decided to look at the current forecast of my arrival into Sydney. It seemed like we were in for a bit of a rough ride on landing. As a business class passenger, I was able to use the priority lane as it was in use. Unfortunately, I wasn't the first person on board. A family had asked me if it was alright if they went first. I obliged and let them on. And here's our aircraft for the day. Here is my seat for today's flight, 1A. I had never sat in this seat before and I felt very privileged. Let's have a look at today's aircraft. Victor Hotel Yankee Whiskey Echo is a Boeing 737-800 delivered to Virgin Australia in January 2018, making this aircraft 4 years old at the time of recording. The aircraft is named Dreamtime Beach, a very fitting name as multiple times during this flight I thought I was dreaming. Business class seats include the standard safety card, a foldable tray table, a coat hook, and a drinks table, which was quite a surprise to me. After sitting down, I was offered a welcome drink. My options were water, juice, or wine. I chose the juice. Cheers to a great flight. Virgin Australia Business Class has a seat pitch of 37 inches and a width of 19.5 inches. I'm fully able to extend my 5'7" self. Not long after, the main door closed and the jet bridge detached, signalling we were about to head off. Today we pushed back from gate 40 Alpha. The engine started, the takeoff flaps were set, and we were off. We taxied to runway 19 left via Charlie 5, Bravo, Bravo 3, and holding short at Alpha 3 before the runway. Whilst we were waiting to take off, another 737 from Darwin landed just before us.
Cabin crew be seated for takeoff.
Now sit back and enjoy the unedited takeoff footage. Before pushback, the lead flight attendant, Carmen, ensured I had downloaded the Virgin Australia entertainment app for the flight. Then she came back around after takeoff to take my order for dinner. I chose the roast chicken with mashed potatoes, gravy, collard greens and mushrooms. The chicken was cooked perfectly and the mashed potatoes weren't mushy or too hard. This was hands down the best meal I had ever had in the sky. Even though it was something I could potentially make myself, it was executed perfectly. After my meal, I had a look at the business class bathroom, which is a standard aircraft bathroom. However, it was slightly larger than the ones in economy. We flew south following the Great Dividing Range, which is Australia's largest mountain range, with the peak being Mount Kosciuszko at 2,228 metres above sea level. It's also Australia's highest peak. 30 minutes after having levelled off, we had begun our descent over a very overcast Hunter Valley. Every time we flew into a patch of clouds, the aircraft would experience strong turbulence, which had the seatbelt sign on very early. Today's approach into Sydney is probably one of the most stunning I've ever seen on any flight, with great views of Sydney CBD, the Harbour Bridge, Anzac Bridge, and the Sydney Opera House. Not to mention the weather. I will always recommend sitting on the left side of the aircraft when landing in Sydney, because you'll either get a view of the CBD or Cronulla Beach and Botany Bay. Now sit back and enjoy the unedited footage of the landing onto runway 16 left. As if this flight couldn't get any better, there were 4 aircraft in line as we taxied back to the gate. A Qantas Boeing 737-800, a China Airlines A330-300, and a China Southern A330-300. And of course, the Virgin Australia Boeing 737-800 I was currently on. This flight has probably been the best flight I've ever been on. And not because it was in business class, though that did elevate it. No, it was because the views were stunning, the crew were amazing, and the flight was on time, despite a 30-minute delay. Excellent job, Virgin Australia. As I stated in a previous trip report, a certain Jetstar Airbus A320, namely Victor Hotel Victor Golf Foxtrot, has been a superstition of mine, as every time I fly in or out of Sydney, the aircraft is present in some way. And here is another confirmation of my superstition. Please like, rate, comment and subscribe if you enjoy my videos. I hope to see you again soon. See you later!